Hi everyone and welcome to this introductory video for Neutral Magazine. My name is Beth and I'm the student intern and coordinator for Neutral Magazine this year. I've just finished my joint honours undergraduate degree in film studies and media, and I've been involved with Neutral since my first year at uni, with my work being featured in the 2018 and 2019 editions. Within my role, I work closely with some of the academic tutors of film and media studies, as well as our in-house designer to get the magazine through to full publication. So, without further ado, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the project, who can get involved and how, and what you can gain from it during your studies at York St John. Before I go into the next few slides, I just want to draw your attention to the quote here by Roland Barthes, who says that the neutral doesn't refer to neutrality or indifference, it is an ardent burning activity. Barthes was a French philosopher who coined the phrase the neutral, and described it as something that outplayed the paradigm and went against this middle ground that the word neutral is usually associated with. This is what Neutral Magazine is formed from. We want to encourage students who participate in the project to embrace their opinions and views on the topics within the magazine. We don't aim to be on the fence with things. We want to encourage debates and discussion through the passion and creativity of students and their work. This is something that you'll experience throughout your degree on most of your modules, so getting involved with Neutral now as you begin your course is a great way to get started with these kinds of discussions and the theories that you might be learning. So moving on, here's a quick overview of Neutral Magazine. It's an annual project created by the Film Studies and Media Department that showcases the creative work of its students. The magazine is both an online and print publication, so we have a new website set up every year to showcase the work, as well as a printed version that students get to keep. At the moment, the project is only open to film and media students who are joining through the School of Humanities, but you can be coming on to any single or joint honours course within film studies or media. So any of these courses will enable you to get involved in the project. As you can see, there are the joint honours courses such as American Studies and Film Studies, as well as the single honours Film Studies or Media and Communication. If you've just completed a foundation year and are starting an undergraduate degree in any of these courses, you are also welcome to participate in the project. The reason the project is exclusive to these courses is mainly because the theories and learning that the project is based on is content that you will be taught on each of these courses, and the content and teaching may actually overlap depending on the topics. As you'll probably have seen when you've been looking for the right degree, these are much more theory-based than the courses within the School of Performance and Media Production, so the Neutral project complements the kinds of discussions you will have while studying these courses. Now we'll move on to looking at the content. These are the 5 categories that Neutral Magazine contains, and this is what all the content will be filtered into and categorised as. And as I've just mentioned, this is why the theory-based courses are the ones that are involved in the project, because these 5 categories are explored in each of the degree courses we just looked at. As you go along your degree, you'll find which topics you enjoy and which ones you want to learn more about, and Neutral is a fantastic way to explore these topics in further detail to the assignments you'll be given. It may be that in the future these topics are extended or changed, but ultimately these are the topics that encapsulate the film and media degrees as they currently stand. One thing we've tried to do this year and hope to continue to do is really branch out with the topics and use of different media forms and outlets to showcase the work and opinions of our students. So if you have some work that you don't think fits into a specific category or maybe fits into more than one, we'd definitely still take a look at it and hopefully find a place to include it in the magazine. Now, in terms of the work we usually include in Neutral, the past couple of years has consisted of mostly written work. However, in some of our earlier editions we had some visual work such as photography, graphic design work and original artwork from students. So these are things that we want to get back into the magazine, especially with us having the website as well as the print version. So on the left we have a few examples of work that we've had in past editions of Neutral, such as essays, blog-style pieces, film reviews and short stories. We've also had interviews with local artists, photography and contributions from academic staff as well. All of these examples are great and we want to keep this in future editions. However, like I said before, we'd love to expand on them a little bit more. I think some students may be unsure about contributing something to Neutral because they assume it's got to be a written piece, and that is not the case at all. We'd love to get more content in the magazine, which could include some of the things from the list on the right. This year, for example, we do have some photography, we've got poetry, artwork and comic book art to showcase, which is really exciting, but we wouldn't say no to any of the other things on this list. Filmmaking and short films, for example, would be a great addition, as well as opening it up to other areas of the arts such as theatre, dance and spoken word. We've thought about how great it would be for students to collaborate on the project too, and using their creativity to perhaps create something that encapsulates a few of these things. As I mentioned before, every year Neutral gets shaken up with a new design. Ordinarily, students who choose to participate in the magazine get to offer their own ideas and thoughts as to what design we should go for. Last year and the year before, we had a couple of sessions on campus where students got together and brainstormed ideas for the new design, had discussions with designers and tutors, and got to meet new people and other students on their course. It's a really fun way for everyone to get involved and get stuck in with the project, and you get the opportunity to see how the magazine goes from a few notes of ideas to full publication. Neutral has never been a project where the tutors or the designers make all the decisions. We want you, the student, to be as involved as possible because without you, there would be no Neutral. It's a project that has always been built around the film and media students, and each year its direction comes from those shared ideas within the department. This year it's been very different, of course, as we haven't been able to have face-to-face meetings to decide on a design direction. However, we worked through that and the students who were able to help shared their ideas on our Neutral Pinterest board, which our designer could then take a look through and come up with some designs to then get feedback on. As you can see, the designs on this slide are all very different and tend to follow a theme. The minimalist white design in the top right corner is from last year's magazine, and the others are just a few examples of the designs we've had over the last 10 years. This just shows exactly how different Neutral can be each year with the help of new students. The influences and ideas are changed and switched around, creating a brand new concept each time. With the help of this year's students and our in-house designer, this is our final design for the 2020 edition. We've gone for a more psychedelic, futuristic look this year, whilst keeping that minimalist style through the text to stand out. Our designer Craig, who some of you may work with through your studies, has worked hard to capture the ideas that our students shared through our Pinterest board earlier in the year. We're currently adding the finishing touches to the website to make sure it's ready for the launch around October time, which is why we'd love for some of our new students to get involved as early as possible. And finally, what can you expect from getting involved with Neutral? Ultimately, it's a platform for you to express your creativity. Neutral was born from the idea that we can be bold and expressive in our exploration of the debates surrounding film and media. We aim to encourage that within our students and give you another outlet alongside your academic work to really open up your creative side. Neutral is a place for you to showcase this, in a recognised publication throughout the university and locally among creatives in York. It's also a great way to meet other students on your course and in humanities, and hopefully collaborate with them on contributions and perhaps other work as well. And finally, it looks great on your CV. You can develop your creative skills, social media and promotional skills, and your interpersonal skills from working with peers, tutors and designers. Neutral is an exciting project to get involved with during your university studies, and it's only going to get bigger and better as we go forward. And that's all from me. If you have any questions or would like more information about Neutral or how to get involved, you can email me directly at beth.sorden@yorksj.ac.uk, and you can also follow Neutral's social media accounts to get the latest updates. That's Neutral Magazine YSJ on Facebook and Neutral YSJ on Twitter and Instagram. I look forward to hearing from some of you and hopefully meeting you on campus very soon. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.